Hi everyone, Beth here again. Just wanted to give you a little introduction to Brightspace and the information that's available in your course that I would like you to review, get familiar with before we actually move into the coursework of math and then accounting. Okay, so you can see up here in the corner that my name, you'll see your name there. And if you go into your notifications, you can see here where you can get instant notifications on some information. So a couple of things that I recommend that you do is when there's a new announcement available, you want to get that in your email. When an assignment is only a couple of days away, you might want to get that reminder in your email. And then discussions so that you can see if a classmate has posted a question or if you've got a response to a question you've posted in the Q&A. And then, of course, for grades, any grades that are being released, you will most likely want to receive that in your inbox for your email. Okay. You won't have a picture there yet either, so if you want to even go into profile, you can work your way through and add a picture. Okay, so when you get into Brightspace, you'll find the course ACTG 1100. Maybe your only course, maybe you're full-time, maybe you're part-time. Of course, mine will be different than yours. So I'm going to click on here. And again, where I am the instructor, you're going to see a little bit different, but it's going to be pretty similar. So if we scroll down, you can see the welcome message from me. You would have received this in your email as well. And if not, it's because the notification's not clicked, but I think that one is an automatic. Then you can see here on the right-hand side, upcoming events. So this is where you can look to see what is upcoming, what items are due. Okay, so you can see it goes all the way on your screen to October 14th, but if you clicked on the show more, it would show you the whole term. Okay, so we go into content. So yours will most likely go into overview, just to give you a little information. You can see the table of contents here. So if you click on the welcome button, it gives you a brief overview. Scroll down. There's a 3-minute video that you may have already watched. If not, please watch it. You can actually see my face, and it gives me a chance to introduce myself. Read a little meet the instructor, just a little information on there. Then we have our course outline. So it automatically comes up in this format. If you want to download it so that it shows up as a PDF, or if it's a Word document, it'll show up as a Word document, then you'd want to click download. Maybe you enjoy having some papers printed, so you can do that as well. Anyway, here it gives you a brief overview, the course description, the learning outcomes. It is a 60% pass, but as long as you do the work and work with me and take any feedback that I give you, most of you, if not all of you, won't have any issues with passing. One thing I will point out is where there are 6 learning outcomes, each of those individual outcomes must be met. So each one must be met with a 60. Okay, so let's go and look at the course work plan. And this will give you some more information as to how you're going to meet those learning outcomes and how to get in touch with me. And as you can see, this one is a Word document, but I am going to just bring it up in this this view. But again, here's your download if you want to download it for easier viewing. So there's my information. The best way to reach me is through email, and you can actually set up a Teams meeting with me if you are interested in doing that. We're going to start with math for bookkeeping, and that is actually a free Creative Commons open education resource, so there won't be a charge for the math textbook, but the customized textbook for the accounting portion of bookkeeping is one that you will need to order from the bookstore, and you can see here how you can get to the bookstore page in order to be able to order it. I think the name that the bookstore has for the textbook is a little bit different, but it is the exact same textbook. I had a conversation with the bookstore about that yesterday, so it's all good. But if you do have any questions about it, you're not sure, please let me know. Then we're going to look and see how we're going to meet the learning outcomes. So we're going to have 4 discussions, 10 activities, 2 assignments, and 6 quizzes. Okay, so there's a lot of information or ways that you can meet the learning outcomes and become accustomed with the information prior to having a quiz. We do have late penalties. You have up to 3 days to be late, but in order to qualify for the late penalty, you must let me know before it's due, that you are going to be late, okay? If you do not let me know and you hand it in late, it will be an automatic 0. We do have an academic integrity and use of AI policy. Please read through that. And then we have our tentative schedule. So this is tentative because things always change, but the schedule that's in Brightspace is the one that you should follow. So you can see here where it's all written out and what's due on what day. But please make sure that you follow the schedule that is in Brightspace that I showed you right there on the main page for the course. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? Academic integrity, respectful community, copyright, take care of yourself. There's a couple of links there for wellness and counseling. And then, of course, the signatures saying that it has been approved by my academic chair. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, so have a look at the course work plan again, the tentative schedule, and see what day the assignments are due. I try to keep it consistent, that I have things due on the exact same day of each week. I find students in the past at least have had an easier time meeting deadlines when they know, say, every Friday something's due or every Monday something is due. So there's a little quiz here just to make sure that you've grasped the key points from the work plan. And then, of course, the discussion, introduce yourself so that you can get to know your classmates a little bit better. Okay. Oh, and here is the discussion Q&A. So again, if you have any questions, you're not quite sure what's going on, the fastest way to get an answer will probably be to post here in the discussion forum Q&A. You can always use the Windows snip and sketch tool so that you can take a screenshot of the information that you're not sure of and post it into your question. And then here along the side as well, you'll see the campus and wellness resources. So feel free to have a look at the eCampus information site and then the campus wellness information. Okay. So that is a brief overview of what's going on and how to get into Brightspace, look things through, and find information. One thing I do want to point out, go back to the content section. You can see here the table of contents. So we had a look at the welcome, the discussion, and the resources. But you'll probably see on yours that you don't have the units yet for math and accounting. I will be opening those up in the next few days, one by one as they become due. But on yours, as you can see, I've got it hidden so you will not see that. But don't be concerned, they will be there in the next couple of days. Have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks everyone, and please complete the introduction so that I can learn a little bit about you and your classmates can too. Thank you. Have a great day.